Hello Scorpios, this is Cyn with Big Moon Energy. I am going to be doing you guys' weekly tarot reading. This is going to be from January 12th through January 18th of 2026. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. Also drop a comment below and let me know how your week is going or if this video resonates with you. We're gonna go ahead and get started with an Angel Spirit Number Oracle card. All right, we have got 4444. This is blessings in disguise, obstacles, resilience, strength, character building, experience, and transformation. Challenges may lie ahead, but you have the strength to overcome them. If you felt lost, know that the winds of change are now blowing in your favor. Though some things may fall apart, you're building the foundation for something better. Stay strong and keep moving forward. We're going to go ahead and do 3 of these tea leaf oracle cards. There's 2. And there is 3. All right, we'll start off with door. This says opportunities are waiting for you. Then we've got table, which says hard work ahead. And then you've got funnel. And this says period of frustration and lessons to be learned. We're gonna go ahead and dive into this with the tarot. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle these. I'm going to be doing my version of a mini Celtic spread. All right, these are ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and lay out all of the cards and then I'll hold up each one individually and we will get started. Right. Let's jump right into this, Scorpio. In the U position, you have got the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups really signifies union. This really does have a lot to do with like twin flame energy, soul connection. This card also is indicative of like contracts, signing contracts. What is crossing you is the Queen of Cups, another cup card. Cups are really heavy on the emotions, the emotional aspect of things that are going on in your life. Having this as like you're crossing that 2 of Cups energy, this kind of is like leaning towards a very emotional relationship, like not in a bad way, like very strong emotions, very strong connections. This card is also like always a reminder when it comes out, trusting your intuition, allowing yourself to feel your emotions and trust what the universe, what spirit is telling you. Trust that inner gut, especially when it's dealing with this relationship kind of card. Also for those of you that this might be signing something, signing a new contract, signing a new deal for a job, buying anything that you're signing, also making sure that you're being very open and aware of like reading that fine print. In the what you already know position, you've got the 10 of Wands. This is really going with that 444, this blessings in disguise, where it's like, you know that things are hard. You know that like the road ahead, it isn't necessarily going to be the easiest one you've ever been down. But you are also aware though that the hard work will pay off, where you're putting in time, you're putting in effort, you're putting in all of this energy of like dedication, hard work, standing your ground a bit because you know that the payoff is going to be great. Really on that table card too with the hard work ahead. And then even that period of frustration and the lessons to be learned with that funnel card and that table card. with that like lessons to be learned, that's really going into the 444 card as well, with how it's talking about there's challenges. That 10 of Wands is signifying that you are aware of that. This isn't something that is unknown to you. You're aware that it's going to be hard, that it's going to take work, that it's going to take time, it's going to take patience, and it's okay to feel frustrated. You're just persevering through though. In your recent past, we have got the Magician, okay? The Magician is where you are making the magic happen. So this is almost like the start of something. And this is from your recent past. So it's like you're embarking on this. You're like, I've got to do this. I've got to start this. I've got to get my life going in the way that I need to get it going. Really heavy on the manifestations though. It's almost like you're pulling from all of these energies that are around you in order to quite literally like create your reality, create your destiny. And that's what your focus has been on. And now it's kind of like coming to the fruition of where you've set it in motion, and now that hard work, that discipline, that self-discipline, Scorpio, is necessary. Like, it isn't optional. The work that has to be put into this life that you want, these manifestation, these wishes that you want to happen, that is all coming to fruition, but you know the work is going to be there. In the what's driving you position, we've got the Hermit card. This is introspection, okay? This is where you are having to go within yourself. Really leaning on that Queen of Cups card where we were talking about intuition. This card is where it's like you have to have time for solitude. You have to make sure that you are making time for yourself so that you actually have the time in order to like look at what's going on, feel what's going on, be able to like receive these downloads from the universe, be able to get those intuitive guides going. You need solitude. You have to make sure that you are taking time for yourself. This is also a card too where it is talking about not just time for yourself in like the spiritual aspect. This is like physically as well. Like, you need some alone time. You need to make sure you're like, all this hard work that you're putting in, you also need to make sure that you are maintaining me time. You are making sure you're taking care of yourself, okay? Now, in your immediate future, we have got the Knight of Cups. This is another card leaning heavy on romance, Scorpios. Like, having the Two of Cups and this Knight of Cups in a reading, that's kind of why I'm leaning more towards the romance aspect versus like contracts and whatnot. For some of you, of course, it's not going to be the same. This is a general reading. There are a lot of Scorpios out there, but for a lot of you Scorpios right now, romance is heavy. Like, whether it is in a relationship like that you are currently in, it's almost like that relationship is building. That relationship is going to the next level. And for those of you who aren't in a current romance, this card is kind of pretty much indicating that like there is someone that kind of like, you could say, has their eye on you. They're kind of wanting to reach out. They're wanting to say something. Maybe they haven't yet because they don't know what you're going to say. They don't know if you're feeling the same vibes and all that. So, but this is a very heavy romance, like feeling that romance, that Two of Cups, union, like heavy on that. Now, your advice from Spirit is the Five of Swords. This is going hand in hand with that frustration where you're in this era of where like you're building this, you're making these things happen, but it's tedious. Like with this Five of Swords card, it's like an energy of like, I don't want to say fighting, like you're not fighting with yourself, you're not fighting with anyone, but it is that frustration where you're just like, I am so overwhelmed. I am stressed out. There is so much I need to do. There's so much I have to focus on. There's so many like little moving parts that I'm needing to be aware of in order to make my dreams a reality. And Spirit's just kind of being like, I see that. This isn't forever though. This is once again where it's like, you can overcome this. Like, even if it feels like things are hard, which yes, they are hard, it won't last forever. And then your outcome is death. Pretty sure death is Scorpio's card in the tarot, but with death, this is signifying like closing of a chapter, ego death, where you are really like becoming someone new. And with all this hard work that you are putting in, a lot of this is like like the death card is like signifying like you yourself, especially being Scorpio card. And so it's kind of like you are putting in work. You are putting in work for your ego, your shadow self. You are sitting here, and even though like hits may be coming, you're trying to look at them through this like new lens, this new perspective of like, okay, things may be hard, I can overcome it. Like really, I would say the main vibe of this reading is the fact that things are hard. There are struggles internally and externally. You're aware of it though, and it's really just about seeing things through a new lens and being like, I am working on that shadow self. I am seeing through the frustration because I want my goal, I want my outcome, and you're able to kind of like compartmentalize it, Scorpio. We're gonna go ahead and do 2 of the Animal Spirit Oracle cards. Love it. Okay, so we're going to start off with this one, card 63, which is Vulture Spirit, and this says nothing is wasted. That is where, when you're in the middle of all of this hard work and you just feel like things are not paying off, you feel like you are not anywhere closer to what you've started, this is telling you your time isn't wasted. The energy that you are putting into this is only going to grow and grow and grow and keep building to that outcome that you want. And then we've got card 10, which is Buffalo Spirit. Honestly, one of my favorite cards out of the whole Animal Spirit deck. And this says, the abundant universe will provide. I say that all of the time, especially when I'm in these transitional phases where I'm stressed, I'm working hard, I'm frustrated at my progress, and I stop and I'm like, no, the abundant universe will provide, always has provided and always will. This is like that card of like hope, where it's like, it will happen, Scorpio. Things are hard, they won't be hard forever. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I hope you guys are having an awesome week. And I will see you next time, Scorpios.